Garden update. Well, we got the rocks to grow. There's some more. And there's some more. No, just kidding. Those are from our fence project. Woohoo! This is our taters. Look at that. Those tater plants are giant. This is my cabbage. This is my raised bed. This is a 5x5 raised bed. There's 5 cabbage plants right there. I still need to dig one out. Got carrots and everything else. Ooh, look at that. My marigolds are still growing in there, and those taters, they're just kind of disappearing a little bit. Starting to get some tomatoes. Yummy, yummy. That tomato, I don't know what it's going to do, because when we got it, it fell over and it actually broke off the top. So it hasn't been growing. It was the same size as these when I got them, but it's not really doing anything. All the other ones are growing some height to them, but that one is doing nothing. So I might just dig that up and then go buy another tomato and put in there. So there's lots of plants at Home Depot now, finally. So now that they lifted the stay at home and all that other junk a little bit, at least you can, or they started bringing in stuff into Home Depot. So now they have lots of plants. And there's my cucumbers I planted from little tiny plants, and they are actually growing. Those are the same size as those, but those ones are growing faster. Still got some onions. Had some onions in there, and that might be why those ones haven't grown very well. So I got 2 more onions to harvest out of there. And we come on over here, and these tomatoes are getting pretty big. Got some onions growing right here, and more tomatoes. And there's some radishes right in there. Whole bunch of onions. My onions are growing like crazy. This tomato. Come on down. There's my marigolds in there. And my cabbages in there are starting to grow pretty good. These onions out here that I planted from bulb actually got some heavy top on them now. They got heavier tops than the ones over there with big bulbs on them. But those have already got big bulbs on them. These ones right here, those ones I planted with the plants, these ones are finally gotten full-size plants. Now they'll start growing on the onion. You can see right there, there's some starting to grow on the tubers. A little bit of corn down here is growing. That right there is a big old zucchini. Got some peppers over there coming on. Another zucchini plant right in there. Well, let's walk on around this way. I got to run some more string because my peas are actually getting quite a bit high, so I need to run some more string around that tomorrow. It's funny because the ones that are shaded inside there, that are underneath these sunflowers, they're already getting flowers on them, and they're a lot taller. That's crazy. Ones that are out here in the sun are shorter. But peas do like it when it's cool. I mean, look at this. It's way up here. They're the ones that are shadowed. Ones that are out here in the full sun, they're still pretty short. But look at those onions. Look at that. Whew. And that's the ones planted from the plants, not the bulbs. Crazy. Look at that. So anyway, my zucchini plants, those are growing pretty good. Well, that is my garden update. These potatoes are, heck, almost between my knee and my waist. They're getting nice and tall. I've already mounded them up quite a bit, so because they were planted probably about 8 inches deep, and the mounds are about 8 inches to 10 inches high. And there's those big old cabbages in there. Let's see if I can get around here. That big old giant cabbage. Look at the size of that thing. Here's my size 10.5 boot to those big old giant cabbage. That's a crazy big. And I got the flowers coming on my taters now. So, and these ones they're all healed up around them. And now I'm putting some straw around them. So over the next day or two, I will be putting straw around the base of the the potatoes. And here is my plants that I planted from this, the organic potatoes. And they are getting really bushy. So we'll see how those work. But all these rocks need to be picked up. Those are all the ones that came out along that fence project. This is where we had the dirt piles. So now we gotta clean all those up. So anyway, look at that. That is so beautiful. Beautiful. And there's corn coming up right in there between that row because I planted corn. So, and it's 6-8 inches high already. The shorter ones are about 6 inches and 4 inches or so, and then that tall one right there. But I planted him earlier. Some others that didn't come up, but then I planted again, and they're all coming up. So hopefully they'll get up high enough to get some sun, because they get a little bit during the day, but hopefully they're not being shaded too much. All right, y'all. That is my garden update. It is doing awesome. This is a good year. So see y'all later. Bye.